Hey everybody, it's Jane, and I don't have my Mike here today, my Poppy. He's away on vacation. He makes retirement look like a beautiful thing. But we're here at Earth Care Farm in our home garden. We're just gonna walk through a little bit today, show you what's going on. It's May 25th, and it's been a funny spring of like very fluctuating temperatures. We had 2 temperatures last week that were in the freezing temps. One got to 27 one night, and then we've had days that are almost 80 degrees. So the plants are confused and I haven't had much time in the garden because all of you are supporting our farm so much. We're moving so much compost. I'm so appreciative. And so I'm just gonna show you the real nitty-gritty, what's going on in the garden without a lot of tending. So let's take a peek. In March, I think it was March, our March video, we planted sunflowers here. They're slowly coming up. They are coming up just a little bit. And I'm excited to see what those look like in July. We have 2 rounds of peas. We planted 1 round of pea with you in March, and they're starting to flower. They probably have a couple more weeks till we have fruit. And then another round of peas that we planted a month later with a great group of homeschool kids, and they're looking really good too. And I don't know if you remember, we edited this volunteer chamomile bed. There was a lot in the rows, and I kind of tidied it up in that, I think it was the April video. And now it's a beautiful little hedge of chamomile. Looks nice and tidy, ready for us to pick the flowers for chamomile tea. We do actually have a video already on our YouTube station about the chamomile tea, how to prep that, really nice stuff. Onions are looking great. I just yesterday put in summer squash. I like to do things by seedling and by seed. So we planted these from seedling yesterday. Today I'm actually gonna pop some seeds in. These will be a little bit ahead of the seeds that come up. So we'll get a nice succession there. And then I will continue to seed every 3 weeks. So we'll have a nice supply of summer squash. I like the zucchini, the patty pan squash, great on the grill. And the plants from seed put right in the ground always are more vigorous than the seedlings, just so you know that at home. Most of us start with seedlings from home gardens, but pop in some seeds, see the difference. It's fun to experiment. This is a row of potatoes planted with another field trip group. It's looking really great. We planted this a month ago. You can still pop potatoes in now. They're really a fun crop to have, especially to dig up with kids later. Our peppers, again, just planted yesterday. It's been such a cold spring, so not much to see here. They've been in pots a long time, so they need to get acclimated to the soil here. Artichoke, one of my favorites. We have a row of artichokes here. This is the first year it was mild enough this winter that I had an artichoke that overwintered. I'll show you that in a little bit. But beautiful for the artichoke, but then they have an amazing flower if you let that artichoke fruit go to seed. Really a beautiful, vibrant, purpley blue color that the bees just love. Snapdragons, just for fun, why not? Stevia, a little plant that I like the leaf for iced tea, really nice natural sugar. And our poppies are just about to pop out. I love them at this stage, the fuzzy little poppy stage. I put these right by Poppy's porch. That's what we call my dad, Poppy. I let some cilantro go to seed last season, and I have this carpet of cilantro. I like cilantro, but this is an awful lot of cilantro for a family. So I'm gonna have to weed some of this out. It smells beautiful if you like cilantro. We've got some beautiful heads of lettuce. I'm really digging iceberg lettuce lately. I used to just like those leafy dark greens, and I mean, these are still pretty leafy, but they're a nice crisp head. So I'm really, really excited about those. This is my first year. The snails are starting to do a little bit of, they like to eat the lettuces as well. So I don't know if anybody has a good snail advice, let me know. I grow a lot of Roma paste tomatoes. My brother-in-law Chris and I, we're gonna make some good sauces this summer, and the Romas are a nice kind of dry tomato for making sauces. I also do a whole row of heirlooms, the nice juicy, delicious, beautiful colored ones, but good to have both. So a couple things about the tomato plant. It's very different than other plants. It likes to be planted deep. I plant it right up to here. It likes a really nice rich soil. I take off a couple of the leaves. All right, so we're gonna dig in here. Look at these beautiful conglomerates of soil. Wow. A lot of appreciation for this soil. Does a couple of things. The tomato plant will root right out of the stem, making it nice and sturdy. And then for days like today, it's actually pretty windy today, this helps to kind of ground it, gives it much more stability. I'm gonna tuck this around. I'm also gonna grab a scoopful of fresh raised bed mix. Oh yeah, that thing's gonna be so happy. All right, so that's our first one. I recently bumped into my friend Shayna, who took my gardening classes a couple years ago. And she said the thing that really stuck out to her is that you don't have to have like a whole day or even hour to work in the garden. She saw how quickly I could do things just in a couple minutes. You know, you got 10 minutes, I'm gonna run out and plant some bean seeds, or I got 10 minutes, I'm gonna go weed that cilantro patch. Don't make it a big stressful thing where you gotta schedule a lot of time, because we have busy lives. So make it fun when you can do it. And then I call this a basket weave, trellis these guys. And it's something as they grow, I need to keep adding strands on. So I just tie off, maybe sandwich is a better name, because I'm just gonna do one line of twine on one side, and then one line of twine on the other side. And then as these grow, we'll add lines going up, so they'll be nice and supported. And feel free to you can't really go too deep with the tomatoes. Go up to that first set of true leaves with nice composty soil. Really, really helps them. But again, don't do that with other crops. You'll end up with their stems rotting. They don't like that. So this is my scuffle hoe. It's got like an articulating little head. It's like some people call it a stirrup hoe. I don't know why I call it a scuffle hoe, but I got it from Johnny's Seeds again. Not a sponsor or anything, I just like this tool. And this is a great time of year. I can see we got some rain. This is kind of hard packed a little bit. Not really, it's soft soil, but there's starting to be tiny little weeds coming up. And sometimes you can't even see them at this stage, just the filament of a weed coming up. Perfect time to use your scuffle hoe. Come in. It's not a hard dig. It's just you're not digging in deep. You're just getting that top layer so the weeds just are cut off right then. I don't know, I think my theme for today is like perfect imperfection. You know, we're doing what we can when we can. We're finding joy in it. I want this to be fun, not like, perfection just is not fun. So I think we just want to enjoy being out here, put all that good energy into our food. Look around, I got another lesson yesterday. The edge of our fence is starting to fray. It's a little electric line for deer in case we did need that. And I thought I should replace that. And then I've been watching this pair of Baltimore Orioles come and take filaments from it and weave their nest. I'm like, oh man, it's so cool. You never know what your imperfect thing is going to be providing for something else. So I don't know, just changing my perspective on all things. So just appreciate it all and love it, and enjoy being in your garden and looking at the weeds and thinking about them differently a little bit. So anyway, appreciate you all so much, and happy I get to do this. Happy gardening.